What is going on, my YouTube family? Sergeant Graybeard at Graybeard Gaming Group. Today is Monday, January 4th, and as always, I hope this message finds you healthy and safe. In today's video, we want to go over some of the feedback you've given us over the last weekend. We want to talk about the new manhunt target, the loot quality in the game, and what a lot of you are really hoping to see in the game in the near future. Now, if you happen to be new to our channel, first of all, welcome. Secondly, feel free to hit that subscribe button. We would love for you to be a part of our gaming family. And if you enjoyed this or found it helpful at all, take a quick second and hit that like button. It really does help us out. Finally, as most of you know, we have giveaways here, and our current one is for an Xbox Series X. However, more importantly, we will be making a donation to St. Jude Children's Hospital in the winner's name for $500. We will be announcing the winner on April 4th of this year to celebrate our 1-year anniversary, and all you need to do to enter is subscribe to our channel here or follow us on Twitter. Either way is fine. As always, please keep in mind that watching our content is not a requirement to win. Only watch the things here you may enjoy. That's why we give you the option of entering via Twitter. Having said that, let's get into today's video. So as we start today's video off, right now it's around 7:30 a.m. Pacific time as I'm recording this. Now, the division hasn't put out a tweet as yet in regards to if we can expect a state of the game this week. However, from what they've said, there should be one day after tomorrow. Now, I'm hoping that they will put out a message either today or tomorrow letting us know what we can expect this week. Therefore, moving forward right now, the first thing I want to talk about are things that a lot of players would like to see put into this game. Over this last weekend, a lot of you reached out and you were talking about the Golden Bullet event and how it was so much fun to play because it made your character feel powerful, and for a lot of gamers that had taken time away from it, it was a great way to get back into the game, and it showed how much fun this game can actually be. Now, since that event has ended, I've noticed two things in the game, and please let me know your feedback down below. One of the things I've noticed is the fact that people are actually asking for this global event back, and from my recollection, it's one of the first times I've actually heard that happen. The other thing I've noticed is that so many people in this community are just begging for their character to feel more powerful. And the reason I say that is that we've heard from so many people who completely changed their builds around when that event was going on. And in my opinion, and I know a lot of you feel the same way out there, is, the only way to really get people to continue to enjoy this game or keep people in the game at all is to either bring us new content or really buff our characters. Now, in regards to new content, who knows if and when that's actually going to happen? I've stopped giving up hope on certain things. We will see what happened. I'll be pleasantly surprised if they bring us something new. But in regards to making your character stronger, they can do that stuff right away. And by increasing your character's strength, I'm referring to changing some of the attributes, changing some of the talents, making SMG damage on a certain build, 25% instead of 10%, or little things like that, because it really makes that gameplay so much more enjoyable. And as we move on, one thing I want to mention is all of these buffs that I'm talking about, I'm referring to PvE, not PvP. And in PvP, we all know that community has been really left in the dark a lot of ways. Now, the game should be able to distinguish the two game modes and not have one affect the other. Next, my friends, we want to talk about exotic items and weapons in the game, and it's really two topics that a lot of you are bringing up. The first one is how these items or weapons are actually acquired, and the second one has to do with the fact that why can we not equip more than one exotic at once? So we'll start off with going over how people actually get exotics in the game. And unfortunately for a lot of gamers out there, and I'll use Lady Death and the Bullet King as an example, there are people who have been farming non-stop since those weapons became available and still have not been able to pick them up. Therefore, one of the most common things I've been hearing here is there should be some sort of weekly or monthly or some sort of challenge which allows you to complete certain things and actually pick what exotic you're looking for. And in my opinion, that ability would bring so many people back to this game. Because I know for me, like for instance, no matter how many times I've tried, I have not been able to get the Eagle Bearer, I have not been able to get the Bighorn. No matter what I'm doing, regardless of raids or whatever it is, I cannot get certain things in this game. And please keep in mind, I love this game. I love farming. I love the grind. However, there are so many people that I hear from that have said, you know what, I've given up. I've tried to get Lady Death for like 40, 60, 80 hours. I can't get the weapon. I do not see a point in trying anymore. Another aspect in regards to farming for exotics has to do with raid exclusive items. And at this point, so many of you in the community feel that they should be introduced into the general loot pool, or, you're given some sort of a challenge in order to be able to pick them up. And from the feedback that I've gotten, that's about 80% of the community that wants to see it put in the general loot pool. However, my friends, this is where I ask you, please leave your comments or thoughts down below, because I'd love to get a better idea of how many people actually are doing the raids. In my opinion, the game actually giving people the ability to get raid exclusive items another way would only bring more people to the game. It kind of goes hand in hand with making the characters more powerful. I think it can only improve the amount of people that actually enjoy and play this game. Now, the next thing in regards to exotics is something I think we can all agree upon, is that we all want the game to give us the ability to equip more than one exotic at a time. Now, my friends, I have no idea why they changed this from the first game to the second, because everyone loves the ability to equip more than one exotic. That would, again, just bring people, more people back to the game. So it's something that not only could they implement quickly, but again, I feel that it's something that would make a lot of players happy. And as we start to wrap this video up, I think that one thing a lot of players are confused by is why didn't they implement certain things from the first game into the second that a lot of gamers seem to have really enjoyed. One example I can give is survival. Like, so many people wanted to see survival in this game. I think it was the most popular game mode from the first division, and I don't know why, but the developers have been so dead set on not introducing that into this game, and I really can't understand why. It would seem to me that if you have something that is so popular from your first game, that you would naturally just put it into the second. Now, again, I am not a game designer, I'm not a developer, I don't know what it would take to bring it from the first one to the second, but I feel like if they were to introduce that, it would make so many people happy. Having said all of that, my friends, I think I'm going to start to wrap this video up. I'd hoped to hear from the game while I was recording. Nothing new came across Twitter, so as always, as soon as I hear any updates, I will definitely pass them along. At this point, we really don't have any specifics in regards to when Title Update 12.1 is coming out. At the last state of the game, they talked about the fact that it should be at one point during the first week in February. Hopefully that's the case, and hopefully we get some more information this week. As always, my friends, I want to take a moment and thank you again for your continued support. You guys are amazing. I'm so excited to bring you this new giveaway. It's something that we will continue to do at the channel, and we will also continue to do some charitable work, and there's just a lot of stuff I can't wait to bring to you. Therefore, as I mentioned at the beginning of the video, if you are new to the channel, feel free to hit that subscribe button. We would love for you to be a part of what we're doing here. If you enjoyed this, feel free to hit that like button as well. But more importantly, as always, take care of yourselves, be kind to each other, and we'll talk to you soon. Thanks again, everyone.